Hey there, this is Erica from Ever Educating, and welcome to today's Tuesday's tip. If you've been missing out on the ones from the past, I do have a whole playlist below. It's basically a short video with one tip for teachers, college, and even high school as well. And so today we're talking about how to convert rubric points into a percentage grade. And so this might seem confusing to you because you might say, well, my rubric's out of 100, so it's really easy to get a percentage. But when you think about it, so I do rubrics out of 100 as well, but if it's, 0 points to 100 points, and let's say, they did average, right? They did a good amount, right? But they did average. So maybe the points end up being 50, right? They get 50 out of 100 points because they basically, again, did right in the middle of, what they were required to do. Well, a 50 is not average when you think of percentages, right? The average of an F through an A system is a C, right? So a 75. So how do you get 50, 75 if they mean the same thing? Where is that disconnect? And so there's some math involved here, which I'll show on the screen. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to take the point system that you get once you calculate how many points of the rubric, and you're going to move the decimal once to the left. Okay, and when you have that number, you're going to multiply it by 5. Okay, once you have that, you add it to 50, and now that's the equivalent points to percentages. Okay, so again, you're going to move the decimal one to the left, multiply it by 5, and then add that to 50. So in that way, you're ensuring that, okay, when I say that you got 50 points out of 100, you did half of what was required of you, right? Well, that's an average score. Well, an average score is a C, right? It's not an F, okay? So that's how you do the math to convert it to make sure that you're actually keeping to the structure of percentages versus points. Now I'm curious, I know that not everybody does this. They just keep the points themselves and hey, if you got a 50, you got a 50, you failed it. Do you do it this way or do you convert it into percentage points? I'd be curious to know, in this case. So let me know in the comments. But next time I'm going to talk about how to make sure that your examples are easy to find for your students and for yourself. So anytime you use an example in class, how do you make it easy to find for everybody? I'll let you know that tip next week. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to make sure not to miss it or not to miss the tips coming up this Friday. So I'll see you next time.